Hey, peace and black power, peace and black power. We back with another one. Underground Warrior TV, we back with another video that's informative and very vital for the survival of black people around the world, especially here in America. Now, to unpack the Carmelo Anthony dilemma and his recent prison conviction of 35 years, we have to unpack and peel back the layers of America's history, its systemic racist institution that was built on the distribution of human cargo of African people. The slave master task was to break human beings, black human beings, human willpower, to break the human willpower of these human beings, not to fight and resist being subjects of degradation, and to be utilized for white evil pleasure. This was the slave master task, to make you not resist, to make you not fight, and to be utilized for their pleasure. The slave plantation business was ran on hard labor, fear, violence, torture, death, and ultimately raping the men and the women on the slave plantation business. No black man or woman in the slave business was allowed to even look black people, white people directly in the eye. You wasn't allowed in the slave business, during the slave business, or the Jim Crow business. It's all business, nothing personal when dealing with Caucasian people. They deal with black people like a hot commodity. You're a commodity, you're a product. It's all business to the European. This is a capitalist society that we living in. And no black man and no woman could defend themselves during the slave business or the Jim Crow business. If a person like me, like you, that's melanated, lived in the time of the slave business, if you were to assault someone white defending yourself from being attacked, your punishment was ultimately death. If you kill one of them, you're going to die. You're going to die if you kill one of them. So with that being said, same things apply today. As Umar Johnson said, that white people think they have jurisdiction over our physical self. They think they have jurisdiction over you. This is why Austin Metcalf and his brother Hunter and the two other cronies that they had with them when they went to assault this young man, in their mind, they're white. They're better. And we know where the racism come from as it relates to Austin Metcalf and his brother Hunter and the other white cronies who wanted to go and remove this black teenager, this black subject. In their mind, they're superior. He's supposed to move from under the tent. So when it's raining outside, you at a school track meet or some type of track meet, they don't know if it was during school time or what. But when it started raining, he goes up under a tent to get away from the rain. Here come some white guys. They are the aggressors. How is it that you get 35 years for defending yourself. Texas, the good old boy state, is where Karmelo Anthony was railroaded in Collin County, Texas. Those white folks in those particular counties is down with the lynching of black people today in 2026. Anna and Farmersville, towns inside of Collins County, these are sundown spots. You know what a sundown town is, black people? That's where black people don't belong. The mayor, the county prosecutor, the judges, the police department, the highway state patrol, all believe in the lynching and the killing of black people. They stick together. If you get caught in these towns when the sun goes down, 9 times out of 10, you won't make it out. If you're black, you will be lynched right here in America. Right down in Farmersville, Anna. These are sundown towns. Karmelo Anthony's 35-year conviction is wrapped up in a sundown community. People from those jurisdictions stick together. We're talking about the judges, man. Prosecutors, police, everybody. The coroner's office, everybody is anti or anti-black. This is why they live in this community. These are your Ku Klux Klan members in plain sight without the sheet, a community. And if you get caught there after dark as an African, you will be a dead African. And that's for real. In 2026, for you black people who say that I be overreaching, I teach ignorance, I'm ignorant for being race conscious of my enemies, my common foe. I can't study the art of war. I can't be king to my enemy, according to certain black people. You got to sit down and take the evil that's projected by the ruling class against your people. You have to keep your mouth shut. You can't do anything to defend your black self in this country. Karmelo Anthony is a prime example. He get 35 years for defending himself. So who stand your ground law for? Who do it benefit? Who do the stand your ground law benefit? Caucasian people. You cannot defend yourself just in the time of the slave business or the Jim Crow business. You wasn't allowed to defend yourself as black people. And certain black people had taken on that identity. So when you black and you defending yourself against white supremacy, black people think you're crazy, that you're just supposed to lay down and take torture and mistreatment from the enemy. Someone was unalive from a sundown community. Someone was unalive from the sundown community. Austin Metcalf. So, with that being said, they want to kill this young brother. They want a mob attack. This is why his family, the Anthony family, is still being threatened by white supremacists. Let me show y'all something where Austin Metcalf, Hunter Metcalf, learned this racism from.
Jeff Metcalf, the judge in Karmelo Anthony's case, and the DA in Carmelo Anthony's case all in one photo. Now check this out. The hypocrisy again, the setup, the systemic racism at its finest. They're going to try to get over, and this should have been mentioned, but it wasn't.
Kayla, you drunk bitch. What'd you do to that boy to make him stab somebody? My God, what kind of mother are you? Hey, Kevin Hayes, you fucking liar. Day after it happened. How many lies did you sit and type up on your keyboard, you big keyboard warrior? You a big tough man. You still live in Baton Rouge? Remember you said you'd come to Frisco, buddy? You were supposed to find me. I told you we could sit down and talk. That's all you do. Talk, Mr. Squeaky Clean. You're the only one in your family without a damn record. I guess that's something to brag about in your culture. You people hang your hat on the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Let me make one up. Y'all can let me make something racist up so y'all can go viral. I got a new name for Mello, okay? Because he was such this little boy y'all were trying to portray. How about Watermelon Felon? How's that one strike you? So don't complain when shit doesn't go your way, when you don't do anything about it. Don't bitch because Trump's president because you didn't vote. You're going to support someone who does something against the law. You're encouraging and saying it's okay because he's a certain color. Oh, you've got more melanin than me. Ooh, so you get more in privileges, more entitlement? Because 400 years ago, someone actually sold you to us and we took you over here and put you to work. And then we had a civil war to free your ass. And now you want to talk shit? Oh, I've been so oppressed. You couldn't even vote 1960. Look how far you've come. Look at all the free shit we give you. You're not oppressed. You're fucking entitled.
So Austin tried to take
I'm not going
Karmelo
to get into the
belongings
exact
because he
details. I know
wouldn't
what my
move.
son told me, but they asked him to move. And when Austin grabbed his backpack to take it, he stabbed him in the chest and killed him. But they asked him to move. And when Austin grabbed his backpack to take it, he stabbed him in the chest and killed him. Oh, there was no black jurors. You know why? Because you can't be unbiased, you dumb. If you answer the question, I can't send a black man to jail because he's black, you're not getting on the jury. You're so unintelligent, you can't even fill out a form correctly. You don't even know who your daddy is because 78% of you don't have your father in the home anymore. You got baby mamas running around with 8 kids so they can get EBT cards to feed you all. You think I'm being racist? No, I'm being real because they ain't only black people. White people do the same. I'll call them out just as hard as I'll call you out. Anybody who doesn't work, who wants free government handouts, who wants to live in a socialistic society, move to Russia. And normally, I don't normally attack people like this, but I have been cooped up and caged up and this anger. And this is something I'm trying to work on. I need to develop it and funnel it into a more constructive way. But tonight is the one time I'm going to allow myself, it's okay. Tonight, I'm going to allow myself to say what I really want to say. Because most of the time, I don't say what I want to say because it's not correct. Just because you think something doesn't mean you believe it. Doesn't make it right. Doesn't make it wrong.
The apple does not fall far from the tree. We know what Austin Metcalf, we know where Hunter Metcalf and the two unidentified other white guys get their racism from. This is a sundown town, community. So when Karmelo Anthony gets up under their school tent, he was in violation to them. They didn't look at the fact that this was a human being just getting out of the rain. And just because this brother wanted to get out of the rain, 4 white teenagers went to this young black teen to physically remove him from the tent. This is why this video is non-existent, because they don't want us to see the truth that this brother, this kid is languished up in prison for 35 years for nothing, for defending himself in this country. How come we can't see the video? Because we can't see the video because the 4 white teens were the aggressors. We saw the George Floyd video. We saw the Daniel Penny video. Daniel Penny in 2023. Because I did a video on this particular subject and nobody responded. Nobody said nothing about Trump calling Daniel Penny a good American for choking out that black man on the subway in 2023. He gets off. A white jury finds him not guilty of choking a brother. What was his brother's name? What was that brother's name? Jordan Neely, a homeless black man, was choked out on camera. We got to see it was a murder. But Donald Trump calls him a real American, a fabulous American for snuffing out a black man's life, a homeless black man with mental issues. You don't get no medal for that. But white people found it in their heart to give him a fake self-defense exoneration from being persecuted. He should have went to jail for a hate crime. Rick Child murders Cyrus Belton in 2023. June 1st, they find him not guilty. June 1st of 2026, 3 years later, find him not guilty for killing a young teenager, 14 years old. Kyle Rittenhouse, same age as Karmelo Anthony, goes into Kenosha, Wisconsin, shoot 3 people, killing 2, and the Proud Boys backed him. And an all-white jury finds him not guilty, self-defense. And it was a clear-cut murder. But we got clear-cut video of 4 white teenagers attacking Karmelo Anthony, and 1 come out fatally stabbed. That's what happens when you gang jump people. People fight back. They're supposed to defend themselves. But black people can't defend themselves against white people. Is that what they're telling us? To lay down and be stumped on and kicked around like a dog or something? That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. We're going to fight back. I encourage black people to fight back. Don't lay around and take shit from no white Caucasian motherfucker because they white. That's not good. Y'all remember Kyle Wittenhouse, 17 years old, had a gun, murdered 2 people, shot 3 people, 2 people died. They found that youngster not guilty of murder for self-defense, but they have nothing in their heart, no humanity in their heart for black people. I told y'all, voting Democrat, Republican do not help black people until we unite as one united front and help ourselves. Peace and black power. I'm out of here.